the Detroit Pistons have a chance. In the NBA, as much as you have your powerhouses, you also have your poverty teams, and the Detroit Pistons have been a part of this group for some time now, missing the playoffs year after year and just kind of being stuck. This current Pistons squad has a chance to crawl out of the gutter that they've been in for years now, and they have big shoes to fill to match their predecessors. Although they've been pitiful recently, their peaks have been pretty high throughout their history. The Bad Boys, led by Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumars, and Bill Laimbeer, gave the biggest stars in the league even bigger problems, winning back-to-back championships their own way. The OG IT was one of the best players in the league and did it as a smaller guard in an era where that wasn't the norm at all. A decade plus later, another tough grit and grind Detroit squad gave more of the league's megastars issues, led by their all-time defense. Chauncey Billups, Ben Wallace, Rasheed Wallace, Rip Hamilton, the whole squad. The Pistons also had other great players throughout their history, but this current Pistons squad has a chance to make Detroit something again. Living up to those previous teams' expectations and standards in Detroit should not be the focus right now, but some of their acquisitions over the last couple of years have given them a real chance to build something great, if they play their cards right. The last time we saw a half-respectable Pistons team, they were led by Blake Griffin in 2019. We saw a revitalized version in the high flyer, better shooting, overall scoring, playmaking, and he had much more responsibility compared to being the one finishing the plays rather than starting them in Lob City. He was able to become an all-star and led the team to the 8th seed alongside Andre Drummond. And 2 seasons later, we witnessed Jeremy Grant have one of the most surprising seasons across the NBA and show a brand new parts of his game. With the Nuggets, Grant was a great piece but was restricted in his role. He was a defensive versatile glue guy, but in Detroit he's turned into a 20-plus point per game scorer, seemingly overnight. This season he is able to showcase his shot creating ability. As an athletic player, he's always had a knack for getting to the rim, and he's a great slasher to the basket. And just like in Detroit, he can hit some tough lays at the rim. He was also able to showcase his mid-range ability, coming off screens and pulling up for a J. When he's on, he's dangerous, 3-level scorer, and can carve up a team like his favorite holiday was Halloween. Some chalk up his breakout year to being the only scorer on his team, or say he's on a losing team so it doesn't count. And although it is true that he hasn't proved his high volume scoring ability on a good team, let's stop for a second and realize the role change that he's been given and thrived in his first season as a number 1 option. He deserves a lot of credit for that. For the other promising players on the Pistons, we can find guys like Saddiq Bey, Isaiah Stewart, and Killian Hayes. Saddiq Bey in his first year showed some potential, mainly as a 3-point shooter, hitting a very respectable amount on a very high volume for a rookie, first team all-rookie. Isaiah Stewart is a big body down low, second team all-rookie, and Killian Hayes, the second pick of the draft, has also shown potential. This scorer has some potential, but it's just that, potential, just a chance to turn around this organization for the better. And you may think this young core does not have nearly enough to make some noise in the future, but the luck of the draw being on their side shake things up a bit. The new and in some eyes improved NBA draft lottery doesn't show as much love to the very bottom few teams in the league. The last time the worst record won the first pick of the NBA draft was the Phoenix Suns in 2018. 2019 Knicks had the worst record, 2020 Warriors had the worst record, and the 2021 Rockets were at the bottom of the NBA this year. But we saw the Pelicans, Timberwolves, and now Detroit Pistons actually get the number 1 pick for those respective seasons. With prospects like Jalen Green, Jalen Suggs, Evan Mobley, we have some promising players entering the league next year, but at this point we could probably assume the Pistons will select Cade Cunningham with their number 1 pick. A 6'8 guard who seems to have the tools needed to thrive in today's NBA. A combo guard who plays at his own pace, knows how to take advantage of his size, and make timely decisions. The pace Cade plays with and the control that he has over his own game is going to be key to his transition to the Pro League. Putting him alongside the other young guys in developing Pistons could be special in some years, and this group of young guys gives Detroit the best looking future and chance to crawl out of the NBA gutters that they've been in a very long time. I like their potential. I could see Cade being very, very good. Saddiq, Hayes, Stewart, and of course Grant all have their go-tos on the basketball court. Like we talked about earlier, Jeremy Grant showcased his new shot-creating ability and is only getting better. Isaiah Stewart was the bruiser down low, and Saddiq Bey showed us his marksmanship in just year 1. And all these guys are just in year 1 of this experiment in Detroit. Now, can we trust the Pistons with this opportunity with all this young talent? Well, we're just going to have to wait and see. Please let me know what you think of this Pistons squad future in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, hit post notifications so you don't miss a video. Oh, and also follow my IG in the description if you feel like it. This has been Rashad with Hoops Times 2, and the Detroit Pistons have a chance. Peace out.